Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies and have ourselves some fun. Let's go.
Good morning and happy weekend, Movie Mom.
Happy weekend, happy March, big movies to talk about.
Nice.
Okay, so you're busy and you've got lots to do, but we got to talk about the Oscars.
Whoa, right?
Do you think they picked the right movie as the best?
I thought it was a great choice. You couldn't go wrong. You had 9 great movies, but I loved seeing them reach out to a movie that was made for $1.5 million that not that many people have seen. That's about a boy from the projects in Miami who's gay and black and, not the kind of hero that we normally get in movies. It's a beautiful movie. I just saw it again, and I was thrilled that it got the award. Variety magazine hosted a get-together of the 2 directors, of Damien Chazelle, who, of course, won Best Director, the youngest Best Director of all time, and Barry Jenkins from Moonlight. And the 2 of them have so much respect for each other, as you saw that night, and were so gracious and lovely. It's a good example for the rest of the world about how to get along. I thought Jimmy Kimmel did a pretty good job. I was not that crazy about the thing with the tourists or the candy coming down from the ceiling, but overall, I thought it was very nice. You know who's happy today is Steve Harvey is happy, and John Travolta. So they are no longer top of the list when you think of, fumbles on television award shows.
Amen. All right, Movie Mom, off to the movies.
Let's start with Logan. The last of the Hugh Jackman Wolverine movies engendered a real debate afterward. The critics all came out, and it was like people either loved it or hated it, and I really did not like it. But a lot of my friends who are big Comic-Con types loved it. So I'm going to try to give you both sides here. If you are a fan of Wolverine, the character, then you know that compared to a lot of the other X-Men, he's a much darker, more bitter, more loner character. Logan is not like that, and this is that times 10. So it's set out in the West. It's got kind of a Western, an old-time cowboy movie feel to it. Logan, nearing the end of his life, that his fabulous healing powers are slowing down. It seems that there are no new mutants being created, and it seems like the end of everything. Even Professor X has got dementia, so imagine the greatest brain in history has got dementia, and it's about what happens then as he agrees to take a little girl across the border to Canada.
She needs our help.
Someone will come along.
Someone has come along.
You can tell from the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything, that she's like a baby Wolverine. She's got the same slashing things and that same toughness. For me, I thought it was very slow. It's well over 2 hours, and it was just so dark and depressing that I couldn't quite get, I didn't get my superhero Jones out of it. That was why I didn't like it that much. I did like Maine's own Anna Kendrick in Table 19. Of course, I love her in anything she does. I think she's the greatest. And Table 19 is not your usual romantic comedy. It's a little bit sort of more like Sweet and Sour, as she plays a girl who is the bride's oldest friend. She was once the girlfriend of the bride's brother, who is also the best man. When he broke up with her by text, she got demoted to Table 19, but decides to go to the wedding anyway. And we've all been there. We've all been at the table of people that they don't know what else to do with at weddings.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, the mismatch.
So it's got a lot of comedy all-stars in it, including Craig Robertson, Lisa Kudrow, Stephen Merchant, who's also in the Logan movie, by the way. He's having a big week. It doesn't always work, but Anna Kendrick is always wonderful, so I like that a lot. Also this week, we've got The Shack, which is based on the international bestseller about a man devastated by grief who is invited to go out into the woods and have a conversation with God, played by Octavia Spencer. This is a very controversial book. A lot of people think it's like Christian comfort food, and it's not theologically sound, but it's got some nice messages about healing and forgiveness and all of that. Sam Worthington, not quite on top of that American accent thing, but Octavia Spencer is great. I think it was a heartwarming film. On DVD, guess what we have? Moonlight, this year's Oscar winner for Best Picture.
Well, that seems like a good rental.
Yes, it's a very good rental. Now, next week, just one big movie, but it doesn't get much bigger than this. We've got King Kong, Skull Island, coming next week with an all-star cast. This King Kong is 20 times bigger than any other King Kong that's ever been.
Movie Mom, thank you so much for the reviews and the Oscar recap. You can catch this interview up at WJBQ.com, and we've always got a link to MovieMom.com. Have a great weekend, Movie Mom. We'll catch up with you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's all go to